Howdy folks, Rage Christ here. Struggling to say my name. Howdy folks, Rage Christ here, playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we played, we found ourselves in prison, which I really wasn't expecting at all. So that's interesting. So yeah, now we're having to defend ourselves against murder charges now, which is pretty interesting actually. I didn't expect that turn. So quickly getting my monitors all set up here. And away we go. And please, if you like the video, please do leave a like on Facebook and subscribe on Facebook. If you like it on Twitch, let me know. Shoot me a whisper or something like that. Let me know whether you guys like it or not and what you'd like to see me play. And if you've got any other suggestions for the channel, follow me on YouTube at RageChrist. My daily videos are going up on the channel RageChrist Uncut, which is my secondary channel, so as to not flood the primary channel with a whole bunch of unedited videos. But yeah, please check me out. Let me know what you think. Anyway, getting straight into it. So, I'm in prison. I'm going to trial for murder of Maya's sister. So let's see how we go. Maya, well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. What are we looking at? Who are you? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, God. I've forgotten who people are already. That didn't take long. Hang on. Who's who? Okay. So he's the douchebag prosecutor. She's the crazy witness. Red White from Blue Corp. Red White Blue. Red White from Blue Corp is the crazy dude that murdered our beloved captain. What's her name? Can't remember now. The victim. Who's the victim? Mia Fey. Oh, poor Mia. I'm so sad she got killed. Let's see how we go. Dick Gumshoe seems honest, but dumb. Marvin Grossberg is getting blackmailed. Bellboy also seems honest, but a weirdo. Alright, let's see how we go. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it'll be the absolute truth. Sure, no matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I'll do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Jeez. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. This whole thing doesn't make sense. This whole thing does not make sense. Like, how? Why? Why is this even happening? And why is Maya now out of prison? I mean, is it not being alleged that we both did it? I don't know. This whole thing doesn't make much sense. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. Well, yes, but then you shouldn't be trying to get a verdict. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. That makes no sense. So I make that my policy. That is stupid. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Okay, trial starting. Let's do this. Can we successfully defend ourselves? Also, why am I not in the accused box? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. Defense is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honour. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. I think I heard somewhere once that a man that represents himself has a fool for a client. And I shall be that fool. That was in the Addams Family movie, I think. One of the first Addams Family movies. The one where Fester kind of goes off the rails a bit, sort of comes back from nowhere. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. They went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, do it. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Ms. Maya Fay? Absolutely. I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. What? It doesn't even make sense. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanour. What the Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. This is kangaroo court. And coming from an Australian, that's something. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh my god. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear. Do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Oh god, which is white red? No, Blanco would be white. Nino is not red, is it? Nino is rosa. Blanco Nino. Okay. What's the Nino about? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Ms. Mia Fay? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. This guy. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. So he says he was at the hotel. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! Oh my god. I hope you've made peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. You don't get to just say shit like that. Excuse me. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness testimony. Okay, let's see what he's got to say. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man, attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. So this is in direct contrast to what his person was saying, so she saw at exactly the same time. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. She said that she saw the whole thing. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Jesus. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. Was it? How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. Well, then that's not 9 o'clock. That's what Miss May said too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem, this is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly reading some papers by the window. What papers? There's no papers by the window. By window you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. Correct. That is the only window you see. Okay. And there you were, reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop, peeping out of windows at night. No snoop, yeah right, you've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Hang on. Did she have long hair? Did she have long hair? And how come I can't look at my brief all of a sudden? Yeah, that's right. She did have long hair. Okay, never mind. I won't delve further into that. Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Let's go further into this. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. Correct. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40, don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. His sight is the judge on anyway. What did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. But that's in direct contradiction to her testimony. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. No. You just said she was out with the bellboy. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. It has everything to do with it. I care not. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. Not according to what she has to say. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho-ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Well, that's inconsistent with what I've got here. Which I can't frickin' lead for some reason. Oh, now it'll let me look at pictures. What is going on with this game? You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Let me lead this evidence. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. And the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. Not to mention into the pots and everything else. She'd been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. Because she ran into the corner, so he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Yeah, both are right. Because it was his left and her right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the bloody room, hitting her in the head. In the law offices of Fay & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Right there, duh. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. You said it, Edgeworth, not me. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Oh god, here's the next thing. He's going to say he saw it in a mirror now. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Here it is. He's going to say he saw it in a mirror. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. Or, no. I don't think so. Like, that's completely inconsistent with testimony. Dodged, then ran to the right, but was caught and struck. You chased her and delivered the final blow. There's only one blow on the autopsy report, not two. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. I don't think so. You'll be cross-examining the witness's testimony. Of course I will. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. What do you mean first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I'll try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean next? Next to what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. But that's not what Ms. May said, and delivered her final blow. Okay. I probably should have raised May's testimony, Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I'll refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. No, what? Yes, quite. What the hell? No, you don't get a break. Also, you're not allowed to lie. You're not allowed to talk to a witness during cross-examination. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What other window? When I heard that thing fall. What other window? What is he talking about? Looked at the other window. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Actually, what does he mean, other window? What other window is he talking about? The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. It is almost over. Okay, here we go. Don't let him off the hook. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What other window? You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Why would that fall? Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix? Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yes. That is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying by the floor, on the floor when I looked. But you can't see the light stand. All you can see is some shattered glass. Broken beyond all recognition. Mr. White? It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand, so tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. Oh, that's hilarious. There's a big problemo here. I mean problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Indeed. Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you're in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Oh, he mad. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. I don't think so. This is not how it works. That's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. No. I really don't like the way this is headed. You're going to say that he went in there and placed the wiretap. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Ms. Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fae and Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. God, this is so bad. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honour. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. Excuse me? I don't need to prove that I didn't do it. You need to prove that I did. And the fact, there's plenty of reasonable doubt here. Excuse me? He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Yeah, except for the fact that this is all rubbish. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. God. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. Witness testimony. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Okay, I'm going to have a real good look at some of this stuff. The week before the murder. The clock went with her from memory. No, that was the other crime. The wiretap, the receipt. Let me quickly re-listen to this. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. A clock. I had to take clockwork out, put some papers inside. I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. So, at 9:27, she took the stuff out of the clock. Alright. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I'd entered the Fae and Co. law offices, of course. Why would you do that? I'd done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. But why would you do that? Why would you be tapping her phone? So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Good luck, Phoenix. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Ms. Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Alright, sure. I'd entered the Faye & Co. law offices. How? Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. What, you're telling me this now? Excuse me? Those were obviously Mr. White's. You don't get to just pull crap like that. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. Why? Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honour. It totally does. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That doesn't make sense. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something so innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass, was it? It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. It was the beginning of September. The week before the murder. Yeah. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. No, I want to dig deeper into this. Why did you tap Mia's phone? So there's no bearing on the current case. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hang on, excuse me. Why do I not get more? Phoenix, over here. Mia, never give up, Phoenix. Yeah, why is he giving up? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm just stopping those ads. Oh god, where'd my game go? There. Mia? Don't faint, you twat! Where am I? I lost the trial. What? Wait, what? Hey, Phoenix. Gak, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. What is going on here? You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. What? So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. We don't have much time, Phoenix. Listen, you've already won. You have that receipt in your court record, right? Look at the front of the receipt. The front. It's a regular receipt from a famous department store. $1,000. What? What is going on? $1,000. Big spender. Item. Glass light stand. That wasn't there before. Date of purchase, September 4. That's right, Phoenix. I bought the stand the day before I was killed. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? I had no chance of getting that right. This is just... I'm on rails. I don't like being on rails. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Receipt updated in the court record. Exactly. Oh, come on. I have no agency here. I don't know. This thing's just doing its own thing. It's like reading a book. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather... Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that's required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Sure. You may begin your cross-examination. Well, thank you, Edgeworth. That was a mistake. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Entered the Fangco law offices. Yep. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. And here it is. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Like I'm going to tell the judge. This is so bad. Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why? That's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fey & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. He's losing it. Oh dear. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial. Oof. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Not so fast, Phoenix, Wright. Eh? What? How can he worm his way out of this one? Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. That's not how the legal system works. Ergo, I'd like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Excuse me? I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. What? This is not how the legal system works. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Yes, I object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? You can try him later. I'm done. I'm walking away. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. That is rubbish. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. What the hell? The witness will stay. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Mia's memo, a list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. What is this? What is all this stuff just coming out of nowhere? Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life's riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please. Stop. Make him stop. How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia. With the thinker. What? This is so ridiculous. Case closed, Your Honor. This is so stupid. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. This is so stupid. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Oh my god. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. But, what? No, this is so stupid. That is all. The court's adjourned. Why has Red White just confessed to murder? Like, none of this makes sense. September 9. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. But you're kinda dead, Mia. As long as you live. My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Hehe, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. Just disappears. Okay. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? What? Mia? Wahahaha, you should see your face. That'll be Maya. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care. Wrote you a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business. Who's Nick? You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, right. Oh my god. It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. God. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it weren't for her, I'd probably be in jail. It's not her fault. What is... Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. His face. God. He does have pointy hair. Oh dear. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. That's the weirdest game. The end. Oh my god, I don't know if I can be bothered going further into this. That was just a brand new episode added. That was way too weird. I don't know. Well, folks, I think moving forward, I'm going to get into Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I might come back to this eventually, but we'll see. Because that was kind of crazy. And it was frustrating that I didn't have agency. I didn't have control of the story. Oof, what is all this about? Okay, new story. Something about a samurai. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. I'll quickly watch this and that'll be it. It'll be the last moon that you see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. What? Grah. What am I watching here? Warriors' swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Okay, folks, I think we're going to call it here. It's been fun, but it's also very weird. And also, yeah, it's just frustrating that I don't have I don't have control over what's going on. And that kind of annoyed me there, that I could not have done that any differently. I probably could have done it worse. But the fact that you need divine intervention to help you at the end there, I don't know. It kind of took me out of it. It was a shame. Still, all right game. But yeah, definitely I think Ori will of the Wisp next time. Unless of course I'm playing Slay the Spire, but we'll see. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. I'd really love to see some comments from people. What do you think of that? And what did you think of the whole thing? What did you think of the game? What did you think of the way that the narrative was presented? Is there anything I could be doing differently? Let me know. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.